Welcome back to the Land Rover Fans Augusta channel. Todd here. Today we're getting into a change of the thermostat, as well as we're going to go ahead and swap out the temperature sensor. We got codes out there in the old Land Rover, so we're going to go ahead and swap those out today. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the codes that I've received. And it should be fairly straightforward job, but you never know. Let's get into it. Okay, we got the PA66. Yeah, PA66. Can't read. Plus 300 GF. I believe this is the 180. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this should be the 180 thermostat. We also have the temperature sensor. I know there's a couple different versions. I have the square plug version. I believe there's a round plug version. Mine has a clip on the harness, so I believe this is the correct one. I will go ahead and double check that, but I don't have the part numbers. So, turn off that AC. It's running. The old Foxwell, it's been a pretty good tool for about $100. It's helped me out a lot with this Land Rover. I wanted a decent scan tool, and some of these cheap $7 Bluetooth scan tools aren't the greatest, but let it auto scan. And I'm going to show y'all what I got as far as codes. Sometimes you gotta wiggle the OBD2 port. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Communicating. All right. F1 for OK. Gonna go to the engine. Now we're gonna go to DTC. And Land Rover. Back here. Manufacturer selected. Oh, okay. All right, here's my codes from before. Got a P1412 and a P0126, insufficient coolant temperature, stable operation. I believe the P1412 is the SAI valves, so I got a code for that. And then I have two codes for O2 sensors, which I knew about, which I'm working on. But my main thing I'm working on right now is insufficient coolant temperature for stable operation. That's either going to be your temperature sensor or your the thermostat's stuck open. It's not overheating. It's just, actually, I believe it's overcooling. So, and just in case if anybody wants to know which Foxwell I have the NT630 Plus. This also does your ABS, airbag, and SAS calibration. I don't need that right now, but I wanted a reader that's going to do some more extensive functionality. So I believe you can also bleed your brakes with this as well. Okay, this is the location of the temperature sensor in the Land Rover Discovery 2. It is hidden behind the AC compressor, underneath the air intake, underneath the throttle cables. I have seen everyone just disconnect the AC from the mount. Keep your lines intact. I have seen that done in the past, but I'm going to try to unclip it and get it with a I'm just going to try to get it, we'll see, with some adapters, like knuckle adapter, and a long barrel socket. So we'll go from there. And then, as y'all know, we have on the left-hand side, the passenger side, we have the thermostat. It's connected with 3 hoses and hose clamps. So that's where we're going to be working on today. I know it's going to be hard to see, but I'm going to go ahead and just try to pop this clip. Okay, I might have to go ahead and just remove the AC compressor. It's just no room in there, fortunately. Okay, guys, popped off the clip. Very easy to lose this little bad boy. So be careful taking that clip off. Alright, got that out of the way. Yeah, let's see if we can use a oh, that's not gonna work. Need a 22 millimeter. Oh, that's great. 22 millimeter. 22 millimeter. Hopefully this works. Get it in there. It's gonna be impossible. I think it's 22. Yeah, well, looks like that bracket's in the way. Okay, so nothing's ever easy with a Land Rover. Well, some things are easy, but you can see that fuel rail brace behind there is really close to the temperature sensor, and then you have no head clearance. So I'm gonna go find a 22 mil mid-length socket and see if I can get to it that way without taking all this other stuff off, like the alternator. Okay, as usual with Land Rovers, you always run into something. So I went and got a special mid-height 22 millimeter, which the sensor fits perfectly in. But the problem is that bracket for the injector rail is in the way. So what I found was a oxygen sensor socket just barely fit, and I just kind of wiggled it out and actually broke the seal in the sensor. And I'm just gonna reason is because there's a there is a, as you can see, there's, oh boy, half the socket is gone. Okay, sorry about the camera mishap, but all right, here we go. Looks like there was some type of other seal on there. Okay, out with the old, in with the new. Went ahead and put some silicone on there. See that? Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Definitely torque that down. I think I might be able to get it. I'm going to do an adapter here. Good on the adapter. Okay, so I ended up pulling 2 bolts for the alternator, and I'm going to go ahead and attempt to reinstall with some more room. And yeah, I didn't want to have to pull out the alternator, but I'm going to go ahead and found a little bonus here. Look at this. What the hell? All right, guys, pro tip. Once you get your thermostat back out, you're gonna put the new one in. Make sure you do not secure the top 2 hoses just yet. Secure your bottom hose clamp first, and then go ahead and secure your top 2 hoses. This will be a lot easier, less frustrating. Just a little pro tip. All right, we're wrapping up another Land Rover Fans Augusta video. We did the temperature sensor, we did the thermostat, we did a 180 black thermostat. This is the first time I'm putting this type on. I will try to include a description of the part numbers. Again, this is not a tutorial. This is, it's just me and my Land Rover doing what I do. I didn't break anything this time, but I almost couldn't get the sensor back in. I had trouble getting the sensor out. Didn't know anything about swapping that sensor out. I removed the AC compressor and I moved the alternator, which I didn't want to have to do, but a 22 millimeter socket won't fit between the sensor and the fuel rail. I've never heard of that. So you can't get a wrench in there. 22 millimeter socket, you can't get a wrench in there. So that was it. I mean, I got frustrated. I didn't film all of it. Again, it's not a tutorial, but I couldn't really show you how to change out that thermostat. It's pretty much taking 3 hose clamps off, popping off the old one, putting the new one in, tighten hose clamp, and that's pretty much it. That's all you really need to do. Again, not a tutorial, but that's pretty much it. I was frustrated with the job overall. It is hard on my body, leaning over in that bay. But for the most part, we got her done. I didn't torque the thermostat sensor like I wanted to, but I was able to tighten it up enough where it's not leaking. The clips on the other side versus the accessible side, not a big deal. I used a pair of needle nose pliers to get in there and put the clip back on. So we got good temperature, restarted the Land Rover. I went ahead and got the Fox Tech tool out. We read about 198 degrees just with the auxiliary fan and the AC on. So we're sitting good. We're sitting under 200, and that's obviously without being driven. That's just up the temp. So perfect. Yeah, it should keep the temperature down, or should keep the temperature in a line, and hopefully those codes don't come back. So that's it for this version of Land Rover Discovery to Land Rover Fans Augusta. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. You'll see you next time, or you'll see me next time. So have a good one.